Hey everyone! Welcome back to the Retail Force Barcode tutorial. In today's video, we're going to show you exactly how to print labels in Shopify after generating your barcodes and SKU using the Retail Force Barcode app. There are two easy ways to print labels. You can print directly from a product detail page, great for quick single product printing, or use the Retail Force Barcode app for bulk label printing. Let's go through both methods step by step. Method 1. Print directly from product page. Go to Products in Shopify and open any product. At the top right, click on More Actions. From the drop-down menu, select Print Label. A confirmation pop-up will appear asking, "Do you want to print a label for this product?" Simply click Print Label to continue. This will take you directly into the label printing flow, making it the fastest way to print a label for a single product. Method 2. Print labels from the app. Bulk method. If you want to print labels for multiple products at once, use the app. From the left-hand sidebar, go to the Retail Force Barcode app and click on Print Labels. Next, you'll land on the label template selection screen. This is where you choose how your labels will look. At the top, you'll see a barcode format dropdown. Here, you can choose from multiple barcode types like Code 128, Code 39, EAN13, UPC, ITF14, and many more. Each format serves a different purpose, but in most cases, Code 128 works best because it's widely supported and highly reliable for scanning. Once you've selected your barcode format, go ahead and pick a label template. You'll see multiple options, each with a preview so you can see exactly how your labels will look. Click Select Template to continue. This will open the product selection page. Here, you can search or filter your products, then simply check the boxes next to the items you want to print labels for. There's also a bulk change product quantity option to quickly manage quantities for multiple products at once. You can choose Match Stock Quantity to automatically generate labels based on your inventory, or Custom Quantity to manually enter the number of labels you want. Enter your desired number in the input field, then use Apply All to apply the quantity to all selected products, or Apply to Selected for specific items. Once everything is selected, click on the Print Labels button at the bottom. After that, you'll be taken to the Printing Summary page. Here, you can review all your labels before printing. Make sure the barcodes are clear, the SKU numbers are correct, and the alignment looks good. When you're ready, click on the Print button in the top right corner. Final Print Settings. Now the Print Settings window will pop up. This is where you finalize your printing setup. Start by selecting Destination. You can choose Microsoft Print to PDF if you want to save your labels as a PDF file. Right below that, you'll see additional settings such as Pages, set to all. Color, choose color or black and white depending on your needs. If you scroll down to more settings, you'll find Paper size, for example, A4. Pages per sheet, usually set to 1 for labels. Margins, set to default or adjust if needed. Scale, keep it on default to avoid resizing issues. Under Options, make sure to review. Headers and footers, turn this off for clean labels background graphics. Keep this off unless your design requires it. Once everything is set, go ahead and click Print. After printing, you can track all your label activity in the Print History section. From the left-hand sidebar, click on Print History. Here you'll see a detailed log of your previous print jobs, including date and time of each print template name, number of variants, copies printed, status, completed or failed, and an action button to quickly reprint labels. If any print job fails, you can easily identify it and click Reprint to try again. No need to repeat the entire process. This feature is especially useful for tracking activity and managing reprints efficiently. And that's it. Your labels will be generated and printed. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.